Hi, I'm Andrew Kane, politics editor at the Richmond Times-Dispatch. With me is my colleague Jeff Shapiro, the politics columnist, and we're here to talk about tonight's Senate primaries and House primaries, including some marquee contests in the Richmond area. Jeff, we've got two well-known quantities who face tough challenges. Tell folks what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, there are 47 primaries around the state, Republican and Democrat, for the House and the Senate. Two here in the Richmond area that we're following very closely involve very controversial, very colorful incumbents. LaSharice Aird is challenging Joe Morrissey for a freshly drawn Senate district that reaches from Henrico down to the Petersburg area. And for a Chesterfield seat, Amanda Chase, the MAGA Republican, is the incumbent, and she is facing two challengers, Tina Ramirez and Glenn Sturtevant. These are races that involve incumbents with great independent streaks. If they are reelected to the legislature, the Senate will be an even livelier place.
Yeah, they won't be beholden to anybody if they prevail after beating back some of the establishment that's arrayed against them. We have a number of other important contests going on around the state, including one in Hampton Roads where one Senate incumbent is going to go down one way or the other.
This is a two-incumbent race, of course. Lionel Spruill, who represents the city of Chesapeake, and Louise Lucas, the city of Portsmouth. Through redistricting, they've been lumped in the same district. This one is considered essentially too close to call. Spruill has a slight geographic advantage in that a larger portion of the city of Chesapeake is in that new district. But Louise Lucas is also making a significant pitch, if you will, for gender appeal by emphasizing abortion and reproductive rights.
And Lucas is one to watch because she's been a key opponent of Governor Glenn Youngkin's agenda as head of the Education and Health Committee. Let's quickly hit some of the others. Up in Charlottesville, Democratic voters are going to have to choose between two folks they like pretty well.
Creigh Deeds, the incumbent, Sally Hudson, a delegate, the challenger. This is really a town gown sort of race. Creigh Deeds has represented this district in an earlier incarnation when it was heavily rural and then moved to Charlottesville, anticipating that it would be the anchor of the new district. Charlottesville, of course, the home of UVA. Sally Hudson, economist who teaches at the university, also been one of the more animated progressive members of the House Democratic Caucus.
Real quick, I know we have a number of contests in Northern Virginia, but before we get out, let's talk about a couple of Republican contests in which Governor Youngkin has weighed in.
Yes, one up on the in Northern Virginia, Fredericksburg anchored seat. Matt Strickland, a restaurateur, a MAGA sort of guy, has been very outspoken about what Youngkin did or didn't do in terms of easing some of the COVID restrictions. The governor has endorsed a delegate, Tara Durant, who is running for that newly drawn seat.
And we have another one in Southside, correct?
Yes, this is between Emily Brewer, endorsed by Governor Youngkin, and Hermie Sadler. Brewer, a member of the House of Delegates, Sadler, a retired NASCAR driver. This has been a particularly pointed campaign. One of the big issues in this race is the availability of these electronic games, these controversial electronic gambling games, which are, interestingly enough, abundant in the rest stops, convenience stores, and truck stops that the Sadler family owns.
Right. And there are plenty of other important contests up in Northern Virginia tonight, so stick with us on richmond.com throughout the day and tonight for full coverage.